Good morning everybody, we are down again at Three Sisters. They had another drift day on, so sadly this is a novice day today, so we're not going to be linking the whole track, but it's still good for us to get used to transitioning. You know, we can actually here, we can shorten the track, shorten the corners, and we can actually just like perfect the transitions into those corners. Annoyingly, I forgot that they stop you going before Lunar, so the track over there is going to be, I don't know, a little bit boring, but this one's going to be good because we can use the chicanes and we can figure out, maybe even try to go into third gear on Lunar today just to push it really wide, because although the 350 is decent, the power and stuff, in second gear you kind of feel on Lunar like you're on the limit and you're not really going much further, so maybe even going in the third gear today. I know that some people don't necessarily massive like the drift videos, and this isn't going to be as fun as the big boy days, it's not a full track, but some people do like the drifting and I love the drifting, so I'm sorry if you don't like this video, guys, you don't have to watch it, but if you do like the drifting, you do want to watch it, I hope we have a good day. So we've got the camber rounds on the 350, and the guy here has got a 350Z, and he had a 23mm spanner. So remember last video of the camber rounds, they actually are a 23mm spanner, so we've got even less camber now, which is great. We can't go too far because it keeps towing in on this side. Probably go a little bit further, to be fair. So the car's a lot better position than it was in the last video, so I'm very, very excited to get out. I just did a sighting lap, and I thought I was coming off, but then I was actually on a track, so I just did a good little lap, and the car, from those little lap, honestly feels a world of difference. So we've got better tyres in the front now than the 19s, and then we've got the 18s actually cambered out, so we'll have a lot more grip this time. So yeah, let's get, I've got my new helmet as well, my new Sparko something Club X1, we've got that, so we need to stick the GoPro mount on the side here. So it's a very busy day, it's about 50 cars, but it's gonna have a good one. A lot of 350s, another one here, go on the boy. Okay, so on the novice day they split the track in two. You've got that track over there, which is a longer track, and then you have the one corner here, and then they stop, and then Lunar. So whereas obviously on the big boy, it's a whereas on the big boy track, it's obviously the whole track. So I actually forgot that they stop you here, so I thought, oh, it'd be great to, you know, perfect the transition into Lunar, but I totally forgot they stop you here. So we're probably going to spend most of the day on the other track because it's longer and it's a lot more fun than just doing single corners. But what we can do today is we can again focus on the little things. So we can focus on just starting in first, because the runoff is really short here. You don't get a lot of runoff at all. So ideally you want to be going first, straight into second, and then clutch kicking it into the skid. Whereas in the other track days you can go first, second, and then obviously think about it, hydro or clutch kick or whatever. So here we can focus on just transition straight out. So we can even do a burnout from first, and then you keep the skid going into second and then round. And then we're just going to all these little tiny bits we can just up our game on, so that when we do get to a big boy day, it's going to be a lot smoother and, well, we're just going to be a lot more confident. That's tough, like coming in, I've never done that before. Since we've done the camber rounds, my tracking is way out. Yeah, it just feels really weird turning to the right. So we're going to come on the other track and just show you the other track before I go in and fix my GoPro, because it's really quiet now, so this is awesome. But this bit's actually quite fun because this is like really snappy transitions, and it's the long straight. So I actually like doing this way. This way is really fun. Ah, that was terrible, Lee. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? The hydro works now, though. See? Hydro works now, guys, which is good news. Well, that was terrible, Lee. What are you doing? I'm not used to this much grip on the back. I'm really not used to this much grip on the back. That's the thing, I've been used to running on half a tyre. It's really snappy. Holy Santa Claus shit. too cocky, mate. Still super grippy. I might put the tyre pressures up, you know. I'm on quite low tyre pressures at the minute. But that was wide there. I almost hit that the tyre wall there with the back of the car. God, wow, what a bit of camber can do, eh? Holy shit. I'm kind of glad I've come on this fucking novice day. I must say, the hydro works incredibly. On that bottom corner, just pull and it just keeps it sideways. Like it never worked earlier. So Lockwood hydros, if you want to fit in by Lockwood, well, you want a hydro fit in properly, come to your man, I'm your boy. But I have huge confidence in the hydro now after holding it after the bottom of that corner. Man, woohoo! And then where's the hydro? That's so good, the hydro's so good! Wow, I can't believe I've done that good of a job on the hydro. Yes. Mate, the hydro, it literally just, oh my god, I was literally just hydroing and just foot on the foot brake, and I was just sideways, just controlling it down to a stop with the foot. That's what a hydro should be like, not that bullshit I was using before where it didn't do anything whatsoever. Let's have a go on this one, shall we? I'm getting a lot of tyre smoke in the car. I've never really had this much tyre smoke either, so I know that my tyre pressure is low, like I'm burning through a lot of tyre smoke, I can see it. First of all, I thought something was wrong with the car, so I've never had that much tyre smoke. Woo, God, he's sideways, look at that! Jeez, boy! Woohoo! Go on the boy. Loving the line we're taking past the tyres out the back. We're going super wide, which feels great, I won't lie. But I am feeling myself having to come off throttle because I'm just pushing myself too far. So I'm going to come a bit deeper on this second corner. See, I've got to come off throttle there because I'm going too deep. I'm carrying so much speed on that corner that I'm literally, it's like I'm hydroing and I'm just going and going and going and I'm like, please stop. So I need to hydro earlier because the hydro's working so well now that I'm just locking up and I'm just going sideways forever. So I need to lock up a lot earlier. So this is great, actually. This is great to learn. I need to lock up a lot earlier on there because I'm just sliding a bit too much into the apex a little bit. I don't want to just hydro there because it's pretty boring, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to find a way. Maybe I just need to be a bit more aggressive on my clutch kick because I do want to slide into it. I don't want to just, like what he's just done, yeah, it works, but it's just a bit boring, just like driving straight here. So I'm gonna try something a bit more aggressive, I think, because I do want to. I just need a bit of a better run up, to be fair. I just need a bit more speed when I'm clutch kicking second. There we go, that's better. Knocking around in the boot. So that's better. I just wish I could drift the whole thing, but you meant to stop drifting after that end chicane, so maybe I didn't say that. You meant to stop drifting once you hit that chicane, but it would be nice to just go around the cones and but you're not allowed.
Did you clip our cones?
Did I what?
Did you clip our cones?
Which cones?
One's down there.
No, well, what, those ones?
Yeah.
Nowhere near them.
Someone else did, alright.
They weren't me, mate. and funnily enough, this is one of the cars in front who fitted my dangerous hydro. That's one of the guys who fitted my dangerous hydro. Thanks for almost killing me, guys. Tyre's gone. Tyre's gone. How has it gone so quick? How has it gone so quick? Mate, that's all the tyres I've got. I'm gonna have to go home and get some more. So annoyingly, this is what's happened. So I'm not sure how that's happened. I'm guessing I think it's just the tyre's that old that it's just like it's fucking hot, to be honest. It's really hot. So a part of it's decided it doesn't want to be a tyre anymore. I'm half tempted to just cut this bit off and go out until it goes, but it's just gonna feel horrible. I'll drive home and get some more tyres, which I can do. It's only like 10:30 maybe. So I'll probably just, or it's just send these off. What we'll do is we'll cut it off and I'll go out one more time and see what it feels like. Just go till it explodes, to be honest, because I may as well just send it off, right? Let's go on the bigger one while I'm not transitioning so I can actually feel what it's like in a slide. Feels terrible. The whole car's like Right, so it's actually dinner in like 15 minutes, so I'm going to go home. I've left them 2 tyres out. I spoke to Steve, who works at Three Sisters, absolute legend, always makes me feel very welcome and helps me out whenever I need anything. I've said to him, because I would like to keep them wheels there, you know, just to like fully send them off. When that one does blow, then I can just put the other wheels on it. I still am going to run them tyres, but just till they blow up, I may as well. And then also I've got a spare then as well, just in case. But the main thing is that I don't want to just carry on, wait there for dinner, carry on, and then blow one up like 2 o'clock, and then have to drive at 2 o'clock when there's track time going on. So everyone's for dinner now. I'm gonna just go home. I've left them 2 tyres there, I have 2 wheels there. Go and get 2 other wheels, and then I'll just pick the other 2 up. I'll just pick the other 2 up another day, or just maybe just leave them there for a track day if they'll let me, you know, leave them there for drift days and just pay someone to change the tyres. So that's the plan. So I'm going to go, it's about a 10-15 minute drive home, so it's not the end of the world. I'd rather be doing that than sat in a cafe when I've already eaten. Okay, so we're back here, back in the pits. I've just changed the other tyre over and I've raised the coil over, so I put them up like a little, literally 2 threads on the spring. You can't see this jacked up. It's a pain because I've got to take the shock off and take the spring seat arm out. I can't just adjust them there on that because there's too much pressure, so it's not the end of the world. It would be a bit of a pain if I've not took these bolts off recently, but I have. So I've got to take it down and I'm just spinning it by hand. It's way easier trying to spin them around on there. So let me just do this wheel, change this wheel over, drop this coil over a little bit, and dinner should be ready and we should be good to go. Crack on. Right, so we're a bit high now, which is probably perfect height. It'll stop us smacking on things. And it made even out the camber. I think it's a little tiny bit lower on this side, but not by a massive amount. But this is by the time we've got the 19s on there, or the high profile tires, it's going to fit too. It's just going to fill the gap out a little bit better. So I'm going to go wash my hands, and we're going to get ready to go out. But yeah, it would be great to go straight into a hydro off that corner, but I've just not really got the confidence yet. I think the main thing is just obviously managing with one hand ready, because at the minute I'm still not fully confident of where the car's exactly going to be. You know, so I want both hands there so I can correct, where it's going to be really hard to correct with one hand. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's the main thing at the minute, is I want to I actually want to margin the hole straight into the hydro. Mate, seriously? For fuck's sake, no! I've just got them! Right, it's done the exact same thing again. Like, look, just half the tyre. Just been completely shredded off. See it here, so that's what's flapping around. So I'm not sure why it's doing it, but this side of the tyre has not even been touched. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put this on that side just so this side gets, well, so because it's always this side getting hammered, so I'm going to put this on this side, it should be fine. I'm just going to add a little bit of negative camber, because I think what's happening is when the car's, which I don't care about these ones, when the car's leaning, it's obviously just leaning on the outside of the rim, and it was doing it on the last one. So if we can't bring negative camber a little bit, when it's leaning, it should then flatten out and burn the tyre evenly. So we're going to add just a little bit of negative camber to it. Right, I've added a little bit more camber. That's probably like a natural bit of camber now. So hopefully, what that means is that now it will stop leaning on the outside of the tyre so much. Well, at least now all the tyres are ruined. So I can't even put the good one of this and the good one of the other ones because they're different size tyres. So at least now we can just go send it. I actually think this one is in better condition than the one we just took off, but we're going to send them till they fucking fly, to be honest. The only thing that makes sense, because I've only changed the camber. I've literally only changed the camber and now it's delaminating every single tyre I put on it. So hopefully adding a little bit more camber like that has worked. That was good. I'm so close to linking the whole thing without straightening up. Very close. Full league, baby! Woo! Yep, I think these are well and truly gone, guys. Cord the whole way around. Okay, guys, so it's about 3:30. I'm absolutely knackered. I get a bit of a headache, and I'm just not really feeling going round again. And I can't be asked changing the tyres to change the tyres again to get home. So I've just put the tyres on to get home. I think I'm gonna call it a day. And I've still got 2 tyres there. I did initially ask Steve, who works here, to save them for me for another day. I think I've got time to just get the 350 home, and I'll come back in the Audi and pick them up. I am going to get some of the new tyres that he recommended because my new friend I've met, he's been on these tyres all day. He's got them new, he's been on them all day, and look how much tread he's got left still. And I've gone through 4 tyres. Look at my tyres. But that's the good side. That's not what this tyre's like. There we go. So look at my tyres, and that's just half the day. So getting part ones is like probably a waste of time because he was saying you could get them for like 70 quid a tyre. Part one's like 20 or 30, but when you've accounted going through them all and changing them all the time, like those have lasted like hardly any laps. So don't forget I've got them, and I've gone through this one which delaminated. I've got loads left on the other, but that's like 4 tyres which I've gone through. So I'm just going to try and get some new ones like these guys because he could drive home on them. So we're going to call it a day there. Shout out to these guys who have been hanging out with. They've been super nice to the 350s. I'm going to run home, get the Audi, get the tyres. So for now it's been a good day. It's been really good. I actually prefer this to the big boy day. I think you get more seat time and you learn more on this bit. So novice days are great, actually really good fun. The only bad thing is it just gets a bit repetitive during a bit repetitive doing this side because the other side's just like really not really worth doing. So it gets a bit repetitive, but it's a tough track, this bit here, this little bit. So it's actually, you actually learn a lot quickly. So thank you for everyone who likes the drift content. I'm packed up now, so I'm going to go home and I'm going to have a nice night because I deserve it because I'm absolutely knackered. So I love you all. Thanks for watching if you're into the drift content. Love you all, and we'll see you in the next one.